Hi pumpkins! Lisa B, the pumpkin lady, and I'm back with a whole bunch of updates because, like the rest of my life, I just can't choose what thing I like more. So we're going to start with the punch needle updates. I have been getting lots and lots of questions about when the other patterns are up. Little secret, they're up on the website at pumpkinlady.com. If you're looking for punch needle patterns for Valentine's Day, they're there, including, look, ones for these little hearts, which is so awesome. Text me. Now, on the website, this is a bowl filler, but then you could also make it into these cute little ornaments. So I had done this. I had made bowl fillers, and then today I turned them all into ornaments. So I have here my little tree, and before we go on to, well, a bucket of surprises that I don't even know what's in, and talking about some needle felting and a little more punch needle, I thought I would try to put some of these on the tree to see how they look as we go. I just added really teeny tiny ribbons, and I'm going to tell you, it's easier if you do that like before you sew the entire shape up. I did that first just so I could display them as a bowl filler, and then I went ahead and today spent far too much time making these into little ornaments, but I love this. I have this, well, antique looking feather tree. So pretty. Look, marry me. Say yes. There's that one. I'll put that one over by this. I love this tree, and I'm going to turn this into a Valentine's tree. Okay, guys. So over the last several months, I've been watching these amazing stitchers, artists create like so many beautiful works. Their homes are full, and they do these holiday home tours. Okay, I admit, I watch all of them. I'm addicted. I love it. And I would love to say that my house is going to look like that someday, but it's not, because I have far too many stitching buddies and they're just not going to let me. But I can have a tree that's really pretty. And I do have a gorgeous fireplace mantle in our home. Our home's from 1929, about when it was built. And we have a beautiful fireplace. And so I will be doing that. So you don't get a holiday home tour, you get a Valentine's mantle tour. But hey, it's a fireplace mantle. It's charming. And yeah, I will be putting this tree up there. I think I'm going to have to add some lights. I would like some lights. But I'm going to try to do the whole thing Valentine's Day, because I found a few pieces of my artwork that I used to sell, and then now I just have several. And I might put them out. Like, I think I'll use that for my Valentine's mantle. I'll put them all up there. And those are needle felting. Oh, yeah. And I have a few surprises. Well, I think there might be a few surprises for me, too. But I wanted to show you guys a lot of my little stitching, well, not stitching, excuse me, punch needle. They are there, the patterns, for free at pumpkinlady.com. There's a category at the top of the page. It says just, click on that for punch needle. And then you'll see Valentine's Day and Halloween, because I have both, and I'll keep going with other holidays as the year goes on. But right now we're just sticking with those two. I'll probably get to Easter, that's just around the corner. But y'all, I need to rest. This has been like practically 24 hours a day this week, just trying to get these dozens of patterns up and instructionals and everything else, and I am exhausted. Even all of my little stitching buddies who all went to the vet between yesterday and today, yeah, annual checkups, not fun, not a good time with 10 cats. They're exhausted. They're like wiped out around the house, so they're not even going to be here tonight. However, I am going to start a new little film series because I love my stitching buddies. And I hear from a lot of you guys that you love to see them, like if they pop in and out. And a lot of the times we're filming and they're wrestling on the floor because 2 of the 10 are kittens. And I like to see your stitching buddies. I love to see pictures of everybody's, and like every, say, Facebook group you go on, like usually 1 or 2 days a week, somebody will go, show me your stitching buddies. And then we get to see everybody's cats and dogs and lizards and little birds, and I don't care. I just love it. I love them all. And so I'm going to do some new films coming up for Flosstube, and they're just going to be like all about stitching buddies. So I have 10 little crazies here. So I think I'm going to do some like introductions on the videos, and you guys will get to see some of their craziness, the antics, because it does not stop. And they are why I can't have nice things. Yeah. But I just consider that they are my nice things. And I invest heavily in lint rollers to get all the hair off of everything. And yeah, so I might not have a holiday home, but I do have a happy one because of my these little stitching buddies and because of all these little things. I mean, how cute are these? They just make you so happy. So I'm going to set my little vintage tree over here, or not. Let me see. Maybe I can, just to get it out of the way a little bit, because kind of in this little corner, it's kind of hard to maneuver. But I decided to, in an effort to find some things for my holiday mantle, that I would kind of go through some of my old pieces and see what I had left. And let's face it, I've had a lot of sugar because all those little candy hearts, I've had so many. I know that my doctor expects me not to act like I'm 12 years old, but how can I help myself? We'll have to put this away. And I did find a whole bunch of fun things. I totally did. And I also got some Happy Mail today. I haven't even opened this yet. And I don't know. Maybe you guys want me to, like, when I actually open and put this together, do this on camera, because this is an Oxford frame. Look, this is it. This is all I got. This big old box. I have 2 of these Oxford frames, smaller. I think I have like 11 by 11 and a 14 by 14. If you ever do punch needle, invest in a good wooden gripper frame. Like the Morgan hoops are fantastic to start with, just to see if you like doing punch needle. You got to go with the grippers, and you can like pass them off to your grandchildren down the road. But I just got this in, and so this one I think is 15 by 26. I haven't even had time this week to open this up, and I'm a little distressed because besides punch needle, I want to learn how to do rug hooking too, and this is great for that, especially because I got the bigger frame, and I even bought 2 tools, 2 of the Oxford tools, so I could do rug punching too. Say what? And rug hooks to do rug hooking, and like I want to do all the things. It's like in this world, I want to have all the cats, and I want to do all the things. And I want to eat all the chocolate and drink all the coffee. Yeah. Pretty much in that order. But yeah, this has to be put together. Just this big, long, giant box. All these little pieces come in it. And when you buy one of these, you have to buy the cover for it too. For those of you who have done cross stitch, they're called, a lot of times we call them grime guards, and it's just like a stretchy piece of fabric. It's on elastic, and you put it around your cross stitch or your Q-snap, your hoop, whatever, and you can kind of put your fabric in it, the extra fabric you're not stitching on, and it keeps it nice and clean. A little bit different when you're doing punch needle. You're going to want to get one that's like really thick felt. So when I ordered this from Oxford, I ordered the guard at the same time, and it's not so much to keep your fabric clean on the outside, it is to protect yourself from those gripper strips. Those things hold your fabric on like it's a grip of death, man. Those things will never let go of your fabric until it's time to take it off, which is really great. You never have to worry about your stitches shifting. However, especially on the edges and like the corners, they will nail you. They are far worse than cat claws. They will totally poke you unless you get the really thick, it's like a thick, almost felt cover that goes around the frame, and then you're not a problem in the world. You never have to worry about it, but you have to have it. So it's really easy to put one of these together, like a screwdriver. That's it. Even better if you have an electric screwdriver so that you don't have to like try to do this forever. If you want to seen how to put one of these together, I'm telling you, it's really simple. Just comment below, hey, I want you to film this so I'll know how to put mine together. Yeah, totally easy. We can do that for you. So hopefully by this weekend, I will get to this. And we'll do probably another Flosstube this weekend and do more updates. And I might get more of the crew back in and talk about more cross stitch and a little of everything. Maybe by then I'll have this together too. It's great designing. However, then I'm like going through withdrawals of actually making the things. So hopefully I'll get back to that. Before I continue with the surprises, because I don't even know what I'm going to be pulling out of this giant bucket of projects, I was asked, how do I store my Valdani floss? Now, Valdani comes all rolled up in a ball. And so for now, I have them in scrapbook totes. Let's see if I can grab one here while they were closer. So you know the big totes that like the 12 by 12 scrapbook papers can be stored in? They're these large flat bins. Some of these little sculptures out of the way. This is what you would use to put your paper in. So I got a massive shipment of Valdani this week. I'm so happy. Okay, I'm still so happy looking at this. But this is what I got it. Well, this is one of 4. And so right now, this is how I'm keeping my all of the balls that I'm not using at this point. One, I can see them all. When I'm designing, I like to be able to look at the entire color palette. However, if you'll notice, there's a whole bunch of little bags. This is because as you use these balls of floss up, the balls get, instead of, like this is firm. Nice. I have not used this one yet. This one I have, and you notice it's squishier and it's getting flatter. That's what happens. That can be a problem for me. Eventually, I would like to have each of these in their own jars. This is how I store extra ribbons. All my little loose ribbons and cuts that I could actually use for other projects. And I don't want to throw them away and waste them. This would be perfect. And these have little plastic tops, like you could put a hole right through, just a little nail hole through that, put the ball in, and then you could run the thread right through here. And it can just like spin around as you're punching and punching. It's also great because no cat hair, If it's rolling around in here, it's not rolling around in cat hair, because I spend a lot of time taking off all of the little cat hairs, and let me tell you, lint rollers just don't do it. You have to like use tweezers to help get them all off of these pieces. But that's eventually where I want to go to. However, before I put them in jars like this, and I have like a whole shelving system to store these on, that's what's on the back of my doors, I would like to do a massive color chart. So you could take this whole thing and do like a giant framed piece for the wall, or maybe like ooh, I like that. Like 4 or 5 frame pieces for the wall. And I actually have the perfect spot over there for this. See, this is what happens. I talk to you guys and I get more ideas, because I'd like to make a color chart. So like one big framed piece would be neutrals, and there would be 2-inch squares, all punched of the different colors. That way, instead of seeing them in this form, I could see what these balls would actually look like punched on your design, because it's really pretty to see these. Let me see if I can find, I was trying to find one that would be really easy to show you. Most of these are plain. Maybe you can see this one. I love the variations, the variegations of Valdani floss. And so I don't know if this will let you, oh yeah, you can kind of see it. See how there's some different colors in this one? This looks amazing. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful when it's part of your punch design. But it doesn't look the same as that. I mean, you're just seeing these nice long strips, not loops. And so when you actually lay this out and you're punching this out on your fabric, it's going to have a little bit different appearance. And that's wonderful, and that's exactly what I want, but it's kind of hard to imagine just looking at it in this form. So I would like to make my own kind of color-coded charts so that I can look at the wall and see all of the colors that I have and then some, and then know exactly what it's going to look like when I'm punching it up in the design or in the background. So I would like to create my own chart of colors for the wall. And I would suggest that you do that, especially if it's going to be something that you're working on over a long time. Do that and give yourself a little space between the blocks of color, because colors play off of each other. If you have, you can have the same shades of white. Well, it looks like the same shades of white in your hand, but if you actually put them side by side, you're going to see different color tones. You're going to see the differences between them. And if you put that white beside a black, it's going to have a little bit slightly more grayish hue. If you put it beside a red, it could have a little bit more pinkish hue. Colors play off of each other, and the type of lighting that you have can change colors as well. So it's good to give like a little white border between each color if you do that, just so that you get a little more truer sense of the color of that thread color itself, where it's not as much of an influence of the colors that are beside it. Also, another reason why to kind of keep light colors together, so I'm not going to have white and red side by side. I would have white with other shades of creams and grays and other types of light neutrals. So once I get my charts made, God knows it'll take forever, and I'll definitely show you guys what I do. The remaining, when it's all done, because it only needs like a little bit of these to actually make a little block, I'll probably be storing them in some type of jar so that I can just pull the threads and keep going. And it also keeps my threads safe from my stitching buddies, because Luna, little Lunaroo, or little fuzzy calico, her favorite thing in the world is to just take one of these in her mouth and carry it off. And yeah, it's just a bad day for me. Great day for her, not for me. So I have like right now 4 of these full of floss. So if you want to know how I'm storing this is how I store my punch needle, my Valdani threads, and my DMC floss. I just put those on little bobbins, and I have like 10 or 15 containers full of bobbins. If anybody has suggestions for how to store like weeks, you know, or Gentle Arts sampler threads, because they kind of come in 2-foot strands, all kind of wound together on little cards that they're tied to. I'm thinking maybe I could get like a folder or binder that would hold baseball cards, and maybe I could stick that in each one. I don't know. Gotta figure out how to store that. So if you have any great ideas, put a picture. Can I have a picture of it and then like post it in the comments below so I can see it. So, answered that question for you. And again, if you have other questions, now that I've gotten past the majority of the Valentine designs for you guys, I'm just going to be playing with stuff on my own here. My brain's thinking a little bit more, so I can answer more questions again. So I wanting to do a little mantle scenery Valentine decor, especially for punch needle, but I like all kinds of fiber arts. I decided, well, I made this years ago. Bum, 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 bum. How cute is he? This is made from a coat that was from the 40s. I was given the coat because the material was wonderful. It was beautiful red color. However, it was full of moth holes, so you couldn't wear the coat, which is too bad because I totally would have rocked that coat. I made it into this my little love devil. See his little tail? I wrapped wire in floral tape and painted it. Kind of gives it a little Tim Burton look. And I made the base just stacking up different wood plaques in a ball, and I painted it all. Little muslin heart. He is adorable. His name is Ignatius. I'm going to get the words right. Ignatius D. Hogbottom. That is his name. And I even made these cute little cards to go with him. It says, Ignatius longs to share his heart with someone special. Though he's had a devil of a time finding a girl as spirited as he is, he'll search eternity for his perfect soulmate. So he is made from a 1940s ladies wool coat, wool roving, steel, and wood. And he's adorable. It's a little felted heart there, and little up here. This is wool roving for his eyes, and just stitched him all together from the coat. And he just, back him up a little bit. He just makes me so happy. So I think he's going to find a home on the mantelpiece. I love bringing him out. He's just adorable. He makes me happy every time I see him. And then this one is Percy C. Poppins. Percy, he's got this little, let me move this back over. See a little heart? And it's shaped like a little lock. And there he's got the key. And I don't know, the way you gather it, it just makes this goofy little smile. And I love, it's like this little, it's like the fun trim, but I love it's like a little boa. And a little trim on his feet. And we did the same thing with floral wire and floral tape. It's so cute. And I love a little base, a little polka dots. So Percy C. Poppins, he wants to give you the key to his heart. See a little key? For years, he has searched for his true love, someone who will rub his feet, trim his eyebrows, and knit him a new scarf. Will you be Percy's true love? And he is made from natural cotton, which is what this is, the fiber on the outside. Fresh wool roving, brass, steel, and wood. And he's trimmed with fun fur and flair. Yes, he is. So Percy C. Poppins wants to give you the key to his heart. They're so cute. So I love those two little guys. And I think I might even have a couple more over there, but my husband's computer is blocking the way. I did make some other fun little things a couple years ago. And they're kind of dangerous. You have to watch your fingers around them. This little guy says, "Kiss me." Appropriate for Valentine's Day. And I'm trying to get him to move around. Like I said, I got to watch my fingers because they get hungry. And he's a very, very little angry snowman. Let me see. Let me, if he behaves, I'll get him out of his cage for you. He's, this was paper mache. So there's a little angry snowman who wants you to kiss him. Perfectly cheerful. And then when you want to feed him, he also comes with this little bucket of snowballs. So, don't know if you want to kiss that. But I think he might go up on my little Valentine shelf. And then there's another little grumpy snowman. This one says, "Hug me." I'm just going to tilt him in his little cage. Oh, he tilted over. Do you see his little grumpy face? And he has a little bucket of snowballs. He's rolling around in there. And then this one, I love him. This one says, "Marry me," but he's not a snowman. Instead, this one is a zombie pumpkin. And I have some in different colors. He's really cute. Ooh, there he is. And he has a bucket of brains, so you could feed him. And they're all little wooden bucket, and then I painted them all, and his little paper mache brains. Because, you know, zombies get hungry. And his little grumpy face. Little cute pumpkin. They were just fun. So I have several more of those. They might find their way up there too. And, okay. I haven't really gone like through this because I just pulled this off the shelf. I have several on these big floating shelves of mine. Bins. See this? This is a giant galvanized bin. There's 4 of them over there. And they're like, I don't even know what's in all of them. They have different sculptures and fun stuff of mine. Here's one. Look, see this? This is for a class I did with children. And they were 6 and 7 years old, guys. And they were making these little gnomes. Little wet felted. They even did this. We wet felted the little hats. And these are sheep blocks. So it may look like hairy little men. We have, these are fun. Donuts. No calories. Like, totally no calories. But this is pink, right? That could go up on the shelf. A little felted donut. How adorable is that? We have this. I found this. Let's see if I get up closer. Do you see the ring? These are really pretty. These are really simple to wet felt. And then you just put little beads through and attach them to your ring. And they make beautiful necklaces and pins too. But that's a little wet felted ring. I have in here... Okay, this one I kept, and I'll probably bring it out for Halloween because it looks like an old cat of mine named Spinner. How cute is he? Found him in here. Also, you can do felting with cookie cutters. It's the best way in the world to start felting to make simple little hanging ornaments. So I can put these on my little tree. And this one just added some beads to give it a little bit of sparkle. This was also using a cookie cutter. Little bead there. Very pretty. Y'all, it doesn't need to be crazy and extravagant. Just something simple can be really, really pretty. So those are in there for springtime. And I might bring these to my friend's shop. We'll see. Okay, another friend called these Angry Birds, and they kind of are. But they're really goofy. Let's see. Look. So those are needle felted. And I do this like I make giant logs of wet felting. And I chop them up into pieces and it makes these cute little wings. So there's that kind. There's a little pink one. See, he's great for a little Valentine's tree. There are a lot of these. It's something about the googly eyes that just kills me. I know, it doesn't take a lot to amuse me. It really doesn't. And I have a lot of those in here. I'm totally going to have to I'm going to have to find homes for these little birds. But I think these would be really cute for Valentine's Day on my tree, right? And look, I even found another little fox. He's just fun. I have another, this is great for Valentine's, right? This little owl. Look. He's ridiculous. And that's why I love him. I have some other types of rings in here too. Look at this one. Wet felted wool. Gotta love it. This is one of the things I love most. Wow. Totally forgot it was in here. It kind of looks like a poppy. Look at the color of that and the beads inside. And here's the thing. So you can make these and put them as a ring. However, this is a little brooch, a little pin, and I even have a little back on here that you can use it as a pendant. And if not, you could just kind of put this on your chain. So I could take the chain and just slip that on, and I would have a beautiful pendant. And this is really lovely. I love that one. I also have some other cute little devils. I call these devils, my little devils. These are fun for Valentine's Day. These are wet felted. He's in here. I think I have several little devils in here. Look, okay, sorry. I just can't help myself sometimes. Wow. So fun. So fun. And who else is... Oh, and there's little white devils. There's a little white devil. Totally. There's a lot of stuff in here. This goes with... Oh, little pumpkins. Tiny little pumpkins. And a little black cat. See, I have some things coming for Halloween. They're just stored. They're hiding. See, here's another great little pumpkin for Halloween. Adorable. Here's a little... I have other little baby sheep. And there's a larger sheep. He needs some fluffing. He needs a lot of fluffing. Cookie cutters to make little ornaments out of wool. Needle felted. Love the cats. There's a lot of crazy stuff in here. These are my ginger head men. Not gingerbread, ginger head men. Yup. I have a lot of ginger head men. Whoa. Guys, so many things. All the things. Oh, there's two more. Look, here's one here. I love this guy because he has a mustache. This is like little kid. He's funny. Oh, I never finished him. I never even finished the fluff. I was trying to make a little baby dinosaur. He never got quite finished, but that's okay. A little tiny pumpkin. Little tiny pumpkin. I have other jewelry in here. Here's the fun thing. We call these magic wands. So this is wet felted, but it's a pencil. How great is that? And we even did it for pens too. So you wet felt onto your pencil the wool. And you can just sharpen it. And then you don't ever want to put the wool itself into a sharpener, but as the pencil gets shorter, you can just kind of move it up. So great to write with. It's like you're writing with a little magic wand. I love that. This would make a great cat toy. So there's, the start of a pumpkin. I have a lot of stuff. Ooh, look, little pink lemonade rose. I will tell you though, my favorite thing in all of this, and I could, wow, there's like a lot of stuff in here. I could kind of keep going. There's a lot of rings and pieces and stuff that I have started. And, yep. Big old wonky-eyed cat. He's just, okay, again, it's just goofy stuff that makes me really happy. I found, where are you? Oh, look, I can make him, he's a Valentine's bunny. He's all pink. Put you on my tree. Hang that back up there. Here we go. Okay, so this is the thing that I was actually looking for on my shelves and never got around. I never could find it at first until I brought this big bin down. This is what I was looking for. This is needle felting for Valentine's. If you ever wanted to have as many chocolates for Valentine's Day as possible, but you don't want any calories, because yeah, don't need all the calories. So these beautiful hearts, you could do this. And these might actually be my first felting tutorial coming up, and I'll make it as a floss tube for you. Open it up. It's still in here. Okay, I was really hoping these would not be an empty box. Here's chocolates for you. Let's see what's in the other box. Oh, different chocolates. How adorable are these as a Valentine's gift? These are fabulous for beginners to make. I have done classes in them. So easy. They felt up really, really quickly. And see? Okay, no, just kidding. Although I did hand this to my father-in-law and he did take a bite. He took a bite of the full heart and then he realized, oh, it's not chocolate. See, the best part is when you make these, you get to eat the chocolate. They don't get the chocolate. You get to eat the chocolate. So it's a win-win. So yeah, you can give these to somebody. But now I will tell you, y'all, if you're going to make these, especially if you're going to make these and give them to a woman, do yourself a favor. Save the romance, save the friendship. Get them a real box of chocolates to go with it so you can surprise them with the fakes box of chocolates. And then they're going to be really disappointed that there was no chocolate. So then give them one of these that actually has the real chocolates in them. Just trust me. Trust me. Because you might not live to make it out of there. So do that. But these are adorable and they're so easy to make. Little felted chocolates. And let's face it, you really can't do them wrong because you can decorate these however you want to. And you just use a couple different shades of wool. So cute. This is what I was looking for. So I have some more of these. I'm trying to see what else is in here. There's, like I said, there's some, it's ridiculous amount of stuff in this bin. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so pretty. It matches my ring. Another little wool flower. They're just adorable. So many cute things in here. Oh, a little tiny pumpkin. So I'll bring a lot of these back out for Valentine's Day. Oh, if you like a cacti. Wow. How cute is he? I will be bringing them out and showing you how to make some of these fun things. Oh, I found a third one. How great is that? More chocolates. More no calorie chocolates. Yeah, it's awesome. So I think that might be the very first felting video that I do, which means I'm going to have that out in about a week, along with the new Stitchy Buddy. I think that'd be really fun. Have fun little cute kittens playing all over Stitchy Buddy videos. And again, I would really like to see your Stitchy Buddies. And so we'll do that and the felting. And I will probably start punching my wall charts because I really do need to get all of my fibers figured out for upcoming designs. This summer, I've got a lot of questions about other types of designs, and we are going to be opening up an Etsy shop. So on the website. Everything is free. We're keeping the patterns all for free. And then I'll be opening up an Etsy site as well. And we'll have other things because I just got the programs. I'm learning to do the cross-stitch designing through those. And also uncounted cross-stitch. Heard of that? That's cool. Very intrigued. So color me curious. I'll be working on some of those too. And yeah, then it just doesn't stop. Oh, and Stitchimations. I think I'm going to do one. There's these great designs by Witchy Stitcher. And if you haven't seen her designs, go on Etsy, check them out. They're all like kind of cute Halloween witchy designs. And yeah, they're adorable. They're all very happy Halloween. And she's got several that, okay, just like I need all the cats and I need to eat all the chocolate, I need to get like all of Witchy Stitcher's designs. And I think that might be our next Stitchimation, our next little animated Stitch video. And I haven't quite figured this out yet. I will be, if you would like to see an animated video where I record how to do the punch needle, like you'll just see me doing a punch needle design, kind of start to finish, like really, really quick going through it, so that you can just kind of watch and see how one turns out, or maybe more. Please let me know in the comments below, because we will do that. I will figure out a way. We'll get that filmed and we'll start doing some punchy videos as well. So I think that's a pretty great update. Go to pumpkinlady.com to get your free punch needle patterns right now. They're all up on the website, like dozens of them. And please have mercy on me. Subscribe below to my channel and like the videos, comment. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll be back this weekend with a ton more fun. So until then, bye pumpkins. And I hope you have chocolate dreams tonight.